Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking my personal most anticipated reads for the first half of 2026. We got books for every month. Some of them only have a couple, some of them have a lot. So grab yourself a little bevy and let's dig in. You might want to pop some popcorn because I got a lot. You want to talk about books? Let's dive in. Just getting something right off the bat here. These are the books that I am most excited for, which means you're not going to see a thriller on this list. You're just not. Sorry. I have a couple fantasy, but there's probably some better fantasy that I will find throughout the year. Tends to be how I find my fantasy. That's about all there is. It's a lot of romance. It's my most anticipated. Not the most anticipated, because I don't know what you want to read. So, first things first, I told you, crispy little drink. We're going with a little baby Alani because it is 3:30 as I'm filming this, and I don't need to be up all night. We ain't got time for that. So, and I really wanted the caramel apple, and that's where I'm at, which is brew. I only have the babies left. So, yeah. Some would argue I don't need more caffeine today. I don't talk to those kinds of people. Okay. I know it is basically the end of January. So one of these books has come out. The other one I got an early release of, thanks to Book of the Month. Not sponsored, but hey, Book of the Month, you can hit me up, right? Let's dive in, starting with January's picks. We have two for this month. The first one being Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. I'm so intrigued by this book. Okay, I'm not going to go into synopsis for all these because we will be here all day. But looking at the cover from it, I'm just oh, you know what it's going to be, right? It kind of gives it away. This is her first book in the fiction space. And I just really hope it doesn't make me feel icky about everything else she went through, because I have a feeling it could. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I'm excited to read her fiction work. I mean, she's a beautiful writer. That's proven by her memoir. So I'm definitely going to pick this up and see what it's about. Take it for a spin. Take it for a turn, a page turn. We'll see it. That comes out on the 20th. So it will be out by the time this video comes out. Congratulations, Jeanette. Very proud of you. Second is The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead. This book comes out January 26th. And it gives very I think the little blurb said it's very Daisy Jones and the Six coded. And yes, the cover just gives that. And now, to be fair, if we're going to start relating things to Taylor Jenkins Reid books, let's be careful when we do that, considering how The Favorites went for me last year. But nonetheless, I'm still really excited to read this. I also think Daisy Jones and the Six, the rock star premise is just a little easier to get right. So we'll see. I'm very excited about this one. I already have it thanks to Book of the Month. And so I will hopefully read it here shortly. Very excited about it. Getting into February now. We have three for February, 4 for March, 4 for April, too many for May, and then back to 2 for June. Now getting into February. February 3rd, Wild Card, Stephanie Archer. I read her first one, Behind the Net, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a silly, goofy time. But I have heard that the rest of them get even better. Therefore, I'm excited for this one to come out. I don't know if this is the last in the series or not, but very excited to get into those this year a little bit more. So, man, I'm trying to record a podcast. Here. It's not a podcast. It's a YouTube video. I'm just trying to record a YouTube video. Gross. Okay, be gone. Be gone from my presence. Thank you. Pardon the interruption. She's on one. Hey, babe.
Come here. We're going. Yep.
There. Take one of those and she'll follow you.
Come on. Let's go.
Then, the end of the month, February 24th, 2. We got a fantasy, we got a romance. Fantasy is the Ballad of Falling Dragons, which is the second book after When the Moon Hatched. And I bought that book last year, still haven't read it, but I've heard such amazing things that I'm obviously excited for the second one already, because why wouldn't it be? But the creme de la creme, the top of the cake, the cherry, the icing, and the sprinkles, this is easily one of my top 3 most anticipated books of the entire year. And now back to you, BK Borison. Let's go! I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this book. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for this book. So excited to meet Jackson. And well, we kind of already meet Jackson, but like I love him already and I want to meet more of him. And I die. I'm so excited. I love me some other people. I'm so excited. And on to March. March has 4. 1 is a fantasy and 3 romance. So, March 3rd, In Her Own League, Liz Tom 40. That means that's my deadline to get Play Along and Rewind It Back done. Completed by February 3rd because I want that series to completely be wrapped up before I start In Her Own League. They're interconnected, but they are like, it's not the same series. It's not Windy City. Follows her dad. Super excited about it. Comes out March 3rd, and like that is when those 2 other books will be done. That's the deal. That's the deal. Then, as if I didn't need another Elle Kennedy book to read, Love Song comes out March 17th, and I am like, I've never read anything by Elle Kennedy, and yet I just know that I'm going to love all of it. So we continue to buy her books, and we will continue to buy her books. That's kind of the way this goes. Oh wait, no, I completely forgot. So March 10th is when the fantasy book comes out. It's The Wings That Bind. This is the Of Blood and Ash. It's the Bloodwing Academy number 3, and the first one is the On Wings of Blood. And I've heard wonderful things about that one. Larry, I think, just read it. I know Emmy's read it. Like a whole lot of like the YouTubers that I follow have read it and thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's definitely going to be on my list for this year. And since the 3rd one comes out, I can like read them all together because I just finished The Night and the Moth. And I'm quickly realizing that, yeah, I don't need to be like starting books that I may not start books that don't have endings because there's too many that I'm just like not well because the second one's not out yet. And then going back to romance, March 31st, we are ending the month with another one of my top 3 most anticipated of the year. It's Abby Jimenez, The Night We Met. This is one of the interconnected standalones from Say You'll Remember Me. Yes. I'm so excited for this book. Now, I will say that's top 3 for the first half. I have an entirely different top 3 for the bottom half of the year. But that's easily one of the top 3 for the first half. So I've been so excited for that book. This year is going to be such a phenomenal reading year. I can just feel it already. It's setting itself up to just really like, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. And that continues in April because April has one of the 2 of my most anticipated fantasy reads. And that starts with April 7th, Rights of the Starling by Devney Perry. That's book number 2 for Shield of Sparrows. And I am so, I almost said it. I didn't say it. But like that book, I still think about that book a lot, actually. I don't think I gave it 5 stars, but it's stuck with me. So I may have to go back. I don't think I can because I'm going to be honest. So to me, that book is very similar to The Night and the Moth. Different, but like cousins, not sisters, you know? And so like, I thoroughly enjoyed that book. And I will say The Night and the Moth is better, but, so I think that's why that'll stay a 4-star because Night and the Moth was a 5-star. I loved it. Either way, I loved Shield of Sparrows. I'm going to thoroughly love Ride of the Starling, and that comes out April 7th. Super excited. Also, April 7th is Unbound by Peyton Corinne. She did the, I think it's Unloved and Unsteady and Unloved. I knew there was Unloved in there. They're like hockey romances, but like apparently there's like hockey's not the main part of it. So I have been super intrigued by these for a while now, and the 3rd one comes out, so like cool, I can get caught up and read the new one. Love that this year. And then April 14th, there are both a fantasy and a contemporary. The first is by our girl Rainbow Rowell. Cherry Baby comes out. I believe this is an adult one from her, and I'm excited about that. Then also is The Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. So this is book 2 to The Rose Bargain. And the more people that I see read The Rose Bargain, the more that I think I need to. Let me know in the comments if you have or not. That's one that I've been really like back and forth on, but I do think I need to read it. So especially if the second one's coming out, I could read it right before, you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna need to, which feels like enough because May is gonna be a big month for books. Okay, so starting on May 5th, we have a fantasy and a romance. Romance, Our Perfect Storm. Carly Fortune comes out with her summer book of the year for her. I'm so excited. I don't know that it follows anybody from Barry's Bay, but like I've thoroughly enjoyed her other ones too. So like if she writes it, I'm gonna read it. It's just that simple. Also on May 5th, then the fantasy is Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. This is the second to Dire Bound, which is a wolf fantasy that I'm like, a dire wolf fantasy that I'm like actually really excited to read. I haven't read, I don't think, any dire wolf type fantasies, but I've heard again such fantastic, there are like a few fantasies that I really should have read this past year in 2025 that I'm going to read in 2026. And so that's one of them, Dire Bound. I've seen it all over. I want to try it. I want to read it. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. A lot of fantasy is, which is why I'm trying to be better because they look so intriguing and I love them every time I read them. I just don't gravitate towards them, so I kind of have to be a little bit more intentional about it. So that's where that is. Then May 12th, another one, like this is like the second most anticipated fantasy for me, Broken Dove by Danny Francis. I loved Silver Elite. I loved that book. I believe that the people that didn't like it is probably because it was marketed incorrectly. That's my take. I've told everybody that. That's just the way that it is. I'm super excited for it. So Broken Dove, May 12th. We're ready for it. And then May 19th, we have another, it's going to be a good day. May is just going to be a fire month. We're going to be making some Barnes & Noble trips. Who am I kidding? I've already pre-ordered most of these. May 19th, we have The Shippers by Catherine Senner. I loved The Love Haters, and I got an advanced copy, an e-arc of The Shippers, and I am so excited. I love her books. So I'm going to read that as soon as it warms up just a little bit, get that done, and I'm, love it so much. And of course, another one by our girl, Elsie Silver, Fever Dream. This is another, I believe it's in one of the worlds, but not connected. Kind of like Liz Tom Forty's doing, where it's like in the same universe, just not the same plot line, storyline kind of thing is what that is. And I'm, because this is also the year I get caught up on Elsie Silver. This is the year that Lauren catches up on her reading. And last but not least, May 26th, Lori Gilmore comes out with her newest one. It is the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, and I'm thrilled. I love these books. I think they're just a fun, goofy little time. I think they're vastly unserious, and I think they're fun. So I read all of them. I think I'm behind by one right now, but I think they're fun. I think she also just does a really good job of keeping us in the loop with some of our other favorite characters in it. So the whole world just feels really, really meshed together very well. And then last but not least, you know what? This video is going to be much shorter because I'm just so excited about these. And since I'm not getting into like the whole thing, it'll be a little bit shorter for you. So glad we got the baby Alani. If you pulled a full Alani, proud of you and your commitment. But I also apologize. To be fair, you can see the timestamp on YouTube. So you knew what you were getting into. So the last two. One I'm super excited for. The second one we'll get into. Okay. Both of them come out June 9th. The first one is the sequel to Metal Slinger. It is Light Wielder. I have not read Metal Slinger yet, but you can bet your butt before June I will. I have been so, like, that was one that I wanted to get right away. And I got a little, like, about it. And then people keep saying that the cliffhanger at the end is, like, shocking so bad that I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get it when it comes to paperback, but I'm absolutely not reading it until the second one comes out, because if it's that big of a cliffhanger, no, I'm just going to wait. We're going to wait till the next one comes out and I'll read them together. And that feels like a smart move for Lauren for a change, instead of just diving in and then being distraught for who knows how long. Then second, now this one's like, I don't know 100%. So Harvest Season by Brynn Weaver comes out June 9th as well. Harvest Season is the second one to Tourist Season, I think is what it was called. It was a like spooky-ish book that I saw all over. Yeah, Tourist Season. I think the premise was that it was kind of supposed to be spooky or like dark romance-y, but funny. I don't know. Apparently there's 3 of them and they're coming out This last one came out like in the fall. This one's coming out in the summer. I don't really know much about these other than apparently everybody's really enjoying them. So I kind of want to check it out. Undecided. So let me know in the comments if you read Tour Season. Let me know your thoughts about it. Convince me one way or the other what we should be doing. That's all I'm saying. There you have it. January through June. Let's see, 21 books that I am, 20 books with a +1 that I am stoked to get my little paws on in this year. First half this year. Yep, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good reading year. I'm feeling it now, feeling pumped, feeling ready, feeling steady, ready to go on this. So that is what I have for you today. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't forget to hit the little bell. We're doing things once a week this year. That is the promise that I have made to you. New video coming up. You know it. You're going to love it. But ring the bell just in case so you don't miss it. That's the thing. You don't want to miss this, right? And then make sure you like and comment and do all the rest of the things. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.